win a championship and do it with just an extraordinary performance and lifting everybody around him, including, I think, this community and the nation. So, Tom, congratulations on your 5th MVP award, 7 Super Bowl champs, and 10 appearances. Just unmatched, unrivaled, and just an extraordinary performance. So to you, fantastic. Coach Arians, I know how hard you worked. Just your determination to bring a championship to this community was really remarkable. And we all know how hard it is to win in this league. And you've been in this league an awful long time, and you deserve this. And congratulations to you and your staff for an incredible performance. Really great. So congratulations to both of you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Many more.
Thank you, Roger.
I know that's what you're talking about already, how we're going to win next year.
Thank you, Commissioner. We'll go ahead and get started with questions. Please address whether you're speaking with Tom or with Coach as we get started. Our first one's going to come from Rick Stroud. Rick?
Come on, Rick, hit the unmute button, buddy.
All right, we'll actually pivot and we'll go over to Greg Allman.
Hey, congratulations to you both. Coach, I wanted to ask you, you guys very quickly move on to the business of trying to return as much of this team for next year. I just want to ask you how confident you are that you'll be able to kind of keep this team intact and try and do the same thing again next year.
I'm very, very confident. I have all the trust in the world in Jason and what he will do. These guys, they have a bond, and there'll be dollars involved. But I think this group is so close that sometimes dollars don't matter. And but we're going to do everything we can to get the dollars right too, because they earned it.
We're going to go to Sam Farmer.
Congratulations, guys. Tom, you alluded to this last night, but you had that stretch in November where you lost 3 of 4 games and had to sort of regroup. And this isn't the first time we've seen this with teams in the third quarter of the season. How does that sharpen your focus and sort of galvanize the team to go through a losing streak before you ascend?
I think, being in the league for a long time, rarely does the season ever just go, smooth sailing. So every team deals with adversities, it has to overcome different obstacles over the course of the year. Sometimes you start slow. Sometimes we had a middle stretch where we didn't play our best. We played some really good football teams, and then sometimes you struggle a little late and you got to get it going. But this team found a way when it mattered most, and there's so many great plays by great players on our team at the biggest moments. And, even thinking about the playoffs, to go to Washington and get a win there. And, our team's first chance in the playoffs was incredible. And then, to go to New Orleans and watch the defense play against the Saints team, which, was really, beat us pretty well 2 times this season. And then to go up and play the MVP of the league and watch our defense play the way they did. And then again, last night was pretty spectacular. So offensively, we made some great plays when we needed to, but it was the ultimate team effort, ultimate team. As BA said, it's an amazing team, amazing group of guys, and I'm very blessed to be a part of it.
Thanks, Tom.
We're going to go to James Palmer with the NFL Network.
I'd like you both to kind of answer this. Bruce, of all the things Tom brings to a team, I guess what aspect of on, off the field leadership talent that you saw the most in getting you guys this Super Bowl? And then Tom, which part of it in terms of maybe prides you the most in what you bring to a team when you join it and when you're a part of it?
Yeah, I think that this was a very, very talented football team last year, but we really didn't know how to win. And when you bring a winner in, and he's running the ship, it makes a total difference in your locker room. Every time we step out on the field, we came from behind, I think, 2 times by 17 points down. And I think the leadership that Tom brings and his attitude that hey, let's go play. It's never over till it's over. And we're going to win this thing somehow, some way. And, it permeated through our whole locker room, his belief that we're going to do this. And knowing that he'd been there and done it, our guys believed it. And it changed our entire football team.
All right, Tom. We're going to go over and go to Jenna-Leen.
Boom.
Hey, Tom. I believe it's your sister. Is it Maureen? That's the nurse.
Yep.
What did it mean for you last night to see healthcare workers honor in such a big way? And also, between her and then, of course, with your parents having both dealt with COVID-19, what was that like for you last night to be part of that?
It was it was just amazing to have everybody there. And, my family's been so supportive, been on this journey with me for a long time, like all of our families. And I know I couldn't do it without my family. So, my sisters, I've always said I had 3 sisters who are all way better athletes than I am. And they were 3 of the most competitive girls I've been around growing up. I was a little brother. I would just tag along to all their softball games. And my oldest sister, Maureen, was a All-American pitcher at Fresno State. And her daughter now plays at UCLA, is going to be an All-American at UCLA, is one of the best players in the country as a young softball player. So there's a lot of competitiveness, and she's a nurse now, but in her heart, she's still an athlete. So she gave me a hug after the game, and she said a few things that, probably aren't appropriate for this call, but, like we all do when we win. But it was great to have everybody there, great to have everyone celebrate, and it'll be a good day today to rest and have some time with them today. And, we've all kind of been I've been away from my family I said, nobody comes to the house till this game's over. So we're going to get some time today to all chill out and enjoy it.
All right, we're going to go over to Peter Carline from the Daily Mail.
Hello. Congratulations to both of you. I just wondered how you celebrated and how different it was for you, Tom, to spend the night in your own bed with your family.
I actually spent the night in my daughter's bed because I had 5 of my nephews and nieces in my bed. So that was pretty unique. It was probably about 2 hours of sleep. So I'm going to be trying to get some extra sleep today.
All right, we'll go to Scott Reynolds.
Hey, guys, congrats to either Bruce or Tom. 30 has been the magic number for you guys all year. You finished the regular season averaging 30.8 points per game. You finished the season undefeated with 12-0 each time you guys have scored 30 or more, including last night. Can you speak to what an accomplishment that is from an offensive standpoint? And Coach, you said it a few weeks ago when I asked you this question. You believe you can still hit 35 points per game next season with an entire offseason with Tom?
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about that. And, I was pissed because we really had about 40 or 45 out there last night. And we left a few out there. But, this group of guys are so special. And, hopefully we can keep this band together and have an off season where we actually know what the hell we're doing and all on the same page. And, I think the sky's the limit for this crew.
We're going to go to Therese Paylor from Yahoo Sports.
Hey, congratulations, guys. This question's for Tom. Tom, you've had a few rough games in the playoffs, just with protection and stuff. A little bit with what Patrick Mahomes just kind of went through. And you found a way to come back, right? You found a way to continue to win. Just what was your advice to Mahomes after the game? And what's the key to bouncing back as a team when the pass protection and the pressure kind of hurt you like that in a playoff game, in a big playoff game?
Well, I think in any game, I think what our defensive line did last night was incredible. And, it's very difficult, almost impossible to play quarterback under duress like that. That's just the reality of football. You have a rhythm in your head of how a play should go or, the rhythm of a certain play. And if that rhythm's thrown off from the snap of the ball, you're just scrambling to make plays. And Pat was doing everything he could to make a bunch of plays last night. He was running around, reversing field, doubling back, tripling back. and then, you know, made some great throws. But in the end, you know, it's tough to do that consistently and you know, play on rhythm. But our D-line really made him uncomfortable all night. It's a good feeling from our sideline seeing them do that. Just seeing the other quarterback work for passing yards is a great feeling. There's nothing, you know, when I feel in rhythm and I feel like, okay, things are really clean. I'm seeing everything. You know, it's fun. It's relatively easy. But when you feel, God, man, every play that for a 6-yard gain, I got to fire it in there and thread the needle between two guys. I mean, that's tough to play football like that. So I just give credit to our D-line, to Coach Bowles, the scheme he came up with, all the linebackers, Devin, Levante, what they did in pursuit of him. They played their ass off.